Well, our tomato plants for our garden have been outside now for about 2 or 3 days, and I've got this tarp over top of it because earlier this morning when the sun finally got up to where it would be on the plants, I let the sun shine on them for about an hour and a half and put the tarp back on it. You got to harden these plants off. See how that stem on this end is a little light green? See how that one right there, the third one over, is getting a little purple on it? Well, once they all get good and purple, you know that the roots have really started to take over, and this will acclimate it to cooler temperatures at night and hot temperatures during the day, and the wind will move them around and strengthen the stem a little bit. Not to get too long, but it's very important to harden the plants off. I will expose these to a little more light each day, and after about a week, 10 days, they'll be full sun until I carry them to the river to put them in the garden. Well, this is a brief little video about what's going on in the yard. Here are my tomato plants. They're spindly because we've got a little sun today. It has rained almost every day. It has been cloudy and overcast most of the time, and they just can't get enough light. I put my 4-bar fluorescent light on top of this and ran a drop cord out here trying to help it, but I don't know. It's the worst looking tomatoes I've ever grown in a long time. Just to walk around the yard, we got dahlias in. When I was planting the dahlias, because they're tender, and I dig them up and store them in the winter, and that one was in the middle. That's why it's so huge. I don't know why it didn't freeze, but it was dead in the middle and down in there about 8 inches, but it should have froze. And they're popping up. I've been working on my hostas to sell them, and that's 40, I think, in half-gallon pots. I still have those to do, and the one's over on the trash can. And we do have a few peaches on our peach tree. They're few and far between, but there's some out here. Don't know why the freeze didn't get them all. In the greenhouse, I've got no shelving space in a sunny location. I've got all these up here that need light seriously. I've got those still to transplant. Those are my backup tomatoes. These are my backup tomatoes. Plus I sell the ones I don't use, but some years I throw some of them away. And these are coming up from all the ones that didn't look like didn't want to throw them away, but they are sprouting. My calla lilies are 3 years old now. These are some tomatoes I'm growing for a family called May. And they're my grapevines from the other day that we need to take to the river. And we haven't been able to go to the river because it's been too cold. My orchid had a horrible time in the house, and I brought it out here. And I missed it a couple times a day, and it is doing a whole lot better. And I'm getting all kinds of new roots, so it likes it out here in the greenhouse. And pardon this broken pole, I haven't had a chance to fix it. Our grapevine did recover. It has grapes. And one of the things you need to do is get rid of the slower stuff. Now this one got hurt by the cold snap really bad. And so this is the future for this grapevine, and you want that to grow. So that means everything down here needs to be removed. So all the energy in the roots will make that grow. And the same thing over here. Should have done this earlier because it has wasted a lot of energy growing these instead of going into my grapes. And I've got enough renewal spurs up here. There you go. Now all the energy will go into these grapes and not into those vines that you don't need. Well, this is 2 hours later, and this is what I've been talking about. Ever since I put those plants outside, which is about 2 weeks ago, it has done this almost every single day. And it was pretty, and the sun was out. It looked like a gorgeous day. Not forecasting any rain till later today, later this evening, and it's pouring down. A funny spring. We might get tired of looking at my Clivia plant, but it bloomed profusely. This is where it bloomed a month or two ago, and then it sent up another spike. Now it is pretty old, but I never remember having 2 spikes. It's always just been one, and there's 3 flowers that are falling off of it, and about 3 to 4 to open. Gorgeous plant.